This tutorial will show you how to post to a standard blog built on the WordPress platform. In this example, we're using a demo site, but if your site was developed by 3A Law Management, this will directly resemble the interface of your WordPress site. Keep in mind, we'll try to update these tutorials when major aesthetic and organizational updates and changes are made within the WordPress platform, but at the time of this video, September 2017, WordPress is in its version number 4.8.1, so there might be some differences you see on your end. To begin, you'll need to log in. You can do so by appending a /wp-admin to the end of your domain and hit enter. You'll have a login screen where you're prompted to enter your username or email and a password that was created for you. After you hit login, the backend dashboard will be the first thing you see with various widgets that are collapsible just to free up space. Off to the left side of the screen, we see various menu items including posts, media, pages, comments, etc. Hover over posts and go to add new. This will bring you to an interface with all the tools you'll need to make a simple post, starting with the title here. After you've entered your title and you click away from the bar there, you'll see a permalink has already been created with a URL. Down below is the body of your post here. Just like any word processing, there's simple things that you can do to it, including bolding, italics, bullet points. If you are copying and pasting from Word and your blog is already formatted within Microsoft Word, all you need to do is post it within the body here, and all of the bullet points, bold, titles, everything will transfer over. If we want to create, say, a title that's more noticeable than just the paragraph body, you can do so by clicking the drop down here and saying what type of heading you want it to have. So heading 2 is going to be the second largest heading, which should give us a little more visibility. If you're quoting someone, select the text you're quoting and click block quote here, 2 quotations. If you want your text to be justified in the center, click the align center here. For right, right, left, left, by default it will align to the left. For more control over your text here, you can click this toolbar toggle button, which brings down some more options such as indentation or outdent, color options for the text, strike through. If you want to link to something, whether it's a page within your own site or a page on a different site, you can do so a couple ways. If you have the URL that you know you're going to link to, you can either copy that in directly, select it, click the Insert Edit Link button here, and it will automatically grab the URL since it was already placed in the body beforehand. Click Apply, and that will then make that a clickable link on the front end where users can then go directly to that site. If instead you want to have the text disguised, so Google, we can do so by going through the same process, clicking apply, and now our word Google will now take us to the site. One thing to note here is if you want the link to open up in a new tab, which if you're linking away from your site, this is a smart thing to do. You'll click the edit pencil button here and then you'll click link options. You'll say open link in new tab. Update. And now when users click on this, it'll take them to a new tab where if they exit, they'll be able to go back to your original site. After you have the post looking the way that you want it, there are a few other things that we'll need to do off to the right here in terms of formatting, what category we're going to pick, tags we might want to use, and a featured image we might want to display. Format designates what type of post this is. So if this was a YouTube video that we were embedding, we would say this is a video. For the most part, you'll just be sticking with standard here. That's the default. Categories. You can create categories on the fly, or you can set these up beforehand. If we want to create one on the fly, we just click add new category there. Once we've created our category, we can say add new category, and it will add it to our categories with the category selected. If you have multiple categories that this post can belong to, you can select multiple. Tags are going to be drilled down ways to search your posts. So if this tag or if this particular post had something to do with family law, we can tag it as such. Featured image. Depending on what theme you have, selecting a featured image may or may not display that image on the blog post itself or on the blog landing page. To select a featured image, we just select the image that we want within our media library and click Set Featured Image. If we want to insert an image within the body of our posts, we can do so by saying Add Media up in the top left here, and either grabbing one from within our media library and saying Insert into Post, where we then have the option to resize it, justify it, or even add a caption here. However, if your image is not within your media library, which is likely going to be the case and is rather in a folder somewhere, you're able to add it by saying New or Add Media, Upload Files, and you can then select files, which is going to take you to a directory on your computer, or you can simply just bring up your folder here and drag your file over to your browser window and let go, and it'll automatically upload that image for you. After it's uploaded, you can hit Insert into Post. So after you verify that everything is correct in your post and everything looks the way that you want it to, you can head back up to the top here and you can do one of three things. You can preview the post to make sure everything looks okay. You can save it as a draft, or you can publish it. I would advise first previewing the post. If this looks the way you want it to, we can head back to our post here and do one of two things: save it as a draft or publish it. If you want to schedule to publish at a later time, you can go to Publish Immediately and click Edit, and then choose the date that you want it to publish on. One other thing to note too is if you go back and you then edit this post here and you do something that's very destructive to the post on accident, say delete half the content of the body and update it, you're able to go to the Revisions tab here, browse your revisions, and go back to the first time that it was published with all the content as it was. Restore this revision, and you have all of your content back. If we want to unpublish this post, we can take the status and change it to draft. Click OK and click Update. You're able to see your drafts by clicking Posts here off to the left side, where you're able to see all your posts: published, non-published, draft, forum, private, all displayed within this window.